personal, it's definitely made me be a lot more um self-aware of kind of like where I am in life, I would say, as far as like, obviously with the pandemic, it cut off everything, you know what I mean? So it's like, it gets, when life is moving so fast, it's easy to be like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. But then when the pandemic happened, you realize it's like, all right, what are you actually doing? You know what I mean? What are you actually doing to move forward in your career? You know what I mean? Because it's so easy to just be like, when this party is happening here, when this festival is happening here, you feel like because you're in the mix of all of that stuff, you're really doing things, but you're not. So that brought me back to, that was a really big reality check for myself, to be like, dang, like, let me actually focus on myself. Like, let me take care of myself. And let's explain, go back to the let me actually like focus on myself, like mentally. Like now I've been like really working out a lot more, trying to make sure I'm like, eating a proper breakfast in the morning, drinking a cup of coffee in the morning, just to keep myself like actually going, because it's like, it made me appreciate on a personal level more the little things that's in life that people don't really talk about. You know what I mean? So that was a big wake up call for me, because it's like, I actually enjoy those things. If I'm not making music, I live a pretty simple life, you know what I mean? Like, as far as just like, I don't really need a lot to like, I don't need to go out to the parties. I don't need to do all like, I enjoy like going on a bike ride, going on a hike, you know what I mean? Just talking to people about just ideas and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I find a lot of more of my joy. So I don't really miss so much of the party stuff, I would say, as far as a career wise. I mean, I thought I was going to start doing a lot of shows right now, honestly. So that's the thing that kind of sucks. So I was like kind of gearing up for a lot of that type of stuff. So, but I mean, I just think that on the career wise, it's kind of like, it's also made me to realize that like this focus is more with my team rather than like trying to be around. I don't really even really like collaborating that much, honestly. I don't know. Like, it's something about it that just feels kind of off to me. So I kind of be like, and now everyone's like, yo, let's hop on a FaceTime and make a song. It's like, bro, no. Like, I'm not about to I want to FaceTime and make a song with you, So it's just like, luckily before the whole pandemic, I already had so much music recorded. So that was like a plus. So I kind of been really focusing more now on the business side of everything, is really trying to get the songs placed, sending them around, getting feedback, just tweaking the whole Drelli brand itself throughout this whole time. It's kind of where my head has been at. So when the world does open up, I can go and do those shows. I can, do all of the type of things I kind of wanted to do afterwards, and like, really put that plan to action. So, but then again, back on the personal side of the whole thing with the pandemic, not really being able to see family as much, that's been kind of hard too. I still see my mom. My mom's actually a traveling nurse, so she actually already got the vaccine, so I've been seeing her, so it's been cool. But like my grandmas and all them, I saw them on my birthday on Thanksgiving, but I normally go visit them a few times a year, but now it's kind of like they're kind of scared, so it kind of put a hold on that. But, just kind of making me just really cherish life more. You know what I mean? I feel like the distractions, now there's no distractions, you really have no excuse to not be chasing your goals. You know what I mean? So then I think about that every day where I'm like, people still want to hang out, but it's kind of like, what's the point? We shouldn't even be hanging out. And this is just more of this, you know what I mean? Even though we're wearing our masks, it's kind of like, if we're not doing anything productive, there's really no point, So that's kind of really where my head has been at for this whole pandemic. But it's been cool, man. It's definitely inspired me a lot, because obviously in the beginning of the whole pandemic, it was like, yo, I'm about to record hella music in my house, I'm about to do this, everyone's inspired. But it's just like, that didn't go for that long, you know what I mean? I kind of hit a wall a few months in and was like, this is lame. So I'm just like, I actually really enjoy going out to record music. So then just live at my house, just kind of just chill, you know what I mean? Watch TV, dinner, things like that. I don't really like to record at home. I haven't really recorded at home in like, man. But I mean, at the top of the year last year, I recorded like 2 songs, but before that, it was like 2 years, and I actually recorded at home. So it's like, that was like a big difference too, for me to be like sitting at the laptop and feel like it's an actual job. You know what I mean? Like, damn, does this sound good? So that was new for me again, and could get back into that. But Yeah, I think the pandemic has been kind of great, honestly. It hasn't been that bad. It's been obviously not being able to go outside, but it's like we're not really missing anything too crazy. You know what I mean? That we haven't been doing. So I've been trying to look at it from a positive side, but it sucks though. At the end of the day, it definitely sucks. But all of that stuff skyrocketed. Exactly, like more politics, more all. And it's even with me, like I'm not really that big into it just because I hate like any politics stuff. Even in music, I don't really like politics. And even the more, that's what I'm saying with the collaboration thing, the more you like put yourself around more people, it's just more politics. So it's just like I'd rather be in my own bubble, do my own stuff, and if you like what I'm doing, cool. But like I don't need your 2 cents that much. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like what made me realize, because like in the beginning of quarantine, everyone's like, yo, let's link up. We're going to do all this stuff over the phone. And it's just like, yeah, I wasn't trying to hang out when the world was open. So it's kind of just like, what's the point? And at this point, we're talking over FaceTime. So the energy isn't even like, obviously, if we can have a normal conversation like this is fine. This is what we do normally every day. You know what I mean? But I have never made music on a FaceTime and be like, yo, you like the idea? Like, yo, it's just like, no, that sounds so forced to me, you know? So it's like, people definitely, I feel like with the quarantine, they kind of try to force things that weren't there. And it's just kind of like you have to just take a second and like look into yourself. Like don't try to just keep doing more and more stuff, because it's not about doing a bunch of things. It's about doing, a couple of things right. So yeah, man. But that's kind of where I've been at. I've been on that whole looking into myself, trying to be more self-aware, just trying to make, hopefully by the time all of it's done, at least come out of it a better person, or at least further in my career a little bit. It's kind of where I've been at. But it's been cool. It's been cool. It's been an overall, every day is not perfect, but I've been trying to make every day count, so it's been cool.